Okay, so we're here in Finsbury Park, the Finsbury Park Theatre. Really interesting production on tonight that uses the Roger earpiece as like the kind of central part of it all. The whodunit play. Each night, the lead actor is a different person, and they're all people that you'd know. The key is that when they arrive at the theatre, they have no idea what their lines are, no idea what the play's about, and they get fed their lines through the Roger earpiece. Not only their lines, but also the stage directions. They've got to be really on the ball, and the Roger has obviously got to be able to deliver this in a really clear way, which it does. It usually brings in a few laughs as well, because the people that are delivering the lines can sometimes play with these actors. Tonight's actor, we're not supposed to say this, we're going to keep it quiet, but it's Dara Ó Briain. Bound to be fun in this. We'll be talking to him later on. Let's go in and have a look.
Unrehearsed guest, Dara Ó Briain!
Imagine this, he arrived at the theatre about half an hour ago. He knows nothing about the play. He knows there's no rehearsals here. He doesn't know his lines. He doesn't know his stage directions. Goes in completely cold.
Outlaws beware. There's a new sheriff in town.
He's on stage and he's getting fed the lines from a prompt off stage straight into his Roger earpiece. And the lines come and then he has to say the line. And then if they're going to do stage direction, they'll say his name first. They'll say, Dara, can you move to the stage left or whatever,
Good night, Trigger.
Good night, Trigger.
What's that?
What's that?
Not now, Trigger.
Not now, Trigger.
Don't give me that look.
Don't you give me that look.
We've been through this.
We've been through this.
You can't eat again till breakfast.
Can't. Until breakfast.
Nighty night.
Nighty night, Trigger.
Dara, stand up, take a step to your left, and shoot up at the sky once.
It's a comedy show. It's a gag show. And he's hearing these gags for the first time exactly the same as the audience is. How he copes with, not bursting out laughing when that happens is amazing. But it really does show the true professionalism. These 62 different actors, all people you'd know that have come along and done this play and been the sheriff for one night only without knowing anything about it before. Hats off to them.
It don't seem fatal. It looks like they're gonna black out. Hopefully in time for the interval.
So it's half time in the middle of the two acts, and I'm here with Dara Ó Briain, star of television and stand-up extraordinaire.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Very kindly, as given us a few moments just to talk about the experience of using the Roger earpiece during the performance. We know how important it is to the show, and talk a little bit about Park Theatre as well.
Members of the Who 4 Company, this is your 5-minute call. You have 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
See, I told you it was real. Not your first rodeo. How
No,
was it?
I mean, in terms of this, my second rodeo, because it's totally different, it remains slightly bewildering as a thing. My acting career is confined to cameo appearances in shows that run for a while, in which cameo appearances are written. So a couple of these and the League of Gentlemen, or Inside Number 9. Sorry, there was the other one. And that is as much responsibility as I want to take, because it means I only do theatrical work, like this kind of theatrical work, in front of an audience who are already very generous towards you being there.
You know, very scary. What encouraged you to get involved in this?
Honestly, there's an element of just I like messing around. I like the improvisation element. I like the things being cut a bit loose. When you tour, you deliberately write bits into the show that are loose and different each night. Yeah. But you are aware that like majority of a show is on rails and you're performing it. So it's nice to have something which is entirely out of your hands.
Yeah, and I guess the audience loves the spontaneity of it. I think they feel that.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about it? Or are you just in panic mode and running through it?
No, it's great. Yeah, there's an element of that, like whatever. I'd imagine if it's going to be like the last time, there'll be a bit where I'm in the car back home afterwards going, I could have done that, I could have done that. There'll be a lot of l'esprit d'escalier about this show where you go, the things I could have said or done in those moments. And if I could do it again, but you don't get to do it again.
You don't. Every performance is a one-off here.
Yeah, and
literally.
Also improvisation is all risk and reward. And this one feels very much like it's their risk and my reward.
And what's it like using the Roger earpiece? Is it?
Yeah, fine. I'm
getting a nice feed there.
Yeah, I mean, there's as you know, there's traditional earpieces that are molded to the canals of your ear, like whatever, and then the big cable that comes over, like whatever. And I've been around long enough to ones that were just like a tube of air,
an air tube.
Yeah, and they were talking down the air tube, like whatever. And then you go into a place like that would do like and actually put putty into your ear and then build this thing, like whatever.
Yeah.
This is, as a comparison, this is just great. I mean, this is the kind of thing that we use on Mock the Week for years. They're tiny, you don't even notice they're there, like whatever, but they're loud and clear and they get all the information across. So these are an absolute godsend. I almost look forward to growing old and deaf, that this is what's waiting for me down the line. Like this.
Superb. Look, you're back on very soon for the second half. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. And
no, look, it's great. It's great. And it's also a great chance to support theatres. I'm very pro theatres. My life is in theatres, and theatres that do new shows in particular.
Yeah.
I love supporting that.
Yeah, it is a fabulous show, and you really should come and see it, because Dara's going to be in it probably in a couple of years' time when the next one comes about. Who knows what you may be doing?
Yeah, Who Done At 5? Look, my agent, we're in talks. This is, by the way, this is in the diary as Who Done It Show, bracket, no fee. That's how my agent wrote this one into the book.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.